What's going on? What it do? What it do? Let's do this. Welcome. Yo. Welcome. My name is Big Will, and this is Big Will's Big Virgin Voyages Review Show. I want to say thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and taking the time to get some information from me about the wonderful world of Virgin Voyages. Now, before we get started and get into the review, I just want to go over a couple of little things, right? Now, this is the first time I'm doing this type of situation with a kind of streaming vibe or whatever. It's a sign of things to come. So bear with me. There will be some mistakes. Just know that I just want to provide good quality, but we are growing, So that's that. Anyway, before we get started though, before we do anything, I want to do one thing that I know that Virgin does, stay good on hosting and celebrating. So that's what I want to do. So before we get started, we're going to start off with a toast. Now, see, I already have a bottle of champagne right here, and you can tell it's open. So with the magic of television, we're going to swap this out because this is not the first time I've tried to do this. So, but this will be the last time. So anyway, so we're going to swap out this bottle. So go ahead and get your drinks together. We're going to swap out this bottle right now. And we're going to toast it with a whole new drink. Anyway, so what I want to go ahead and start off with, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by, getting your review about this my Virgin Voyages Cruise with me. And I want to just toast you. But I also want to just toast the 52 people that actually have subscribed to my channel. And it's so small, and I'm okay with it because you know what? They didn't have to do it. So I'm thankful for you all, and I hope that I can provide some type of value to your vacation, to your trip, whatever you're doing. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm going to hold up a glass to you and say cheers to everyone that's been here. Cheers to everyone that's new. And let's have amazing vacations. And yeah, let's just start there. Cheers. All right. We'll try not to do that too many times in the string. Anyway. Moving right along. Yes, my name is Big Will. It is right down there. And Big Will, the Big Will's Big World of Travel. So thank you again for tuning in. And this is the Big Will's Big Virgin Voyages Review. Now, this is the second Virgin Voyages trip that I've taken. Also, disclaimer, I'm from the South, so my accent might go in and out. It just depends. So if you don't understand something, just put it in the comments below and I will address it. Now, this is my second Virgin Voyages trip. The first one I took was back in November. I was a virgin. And there's a video that I'll link at the bottom too that kind of shows that experience. So I was really excited to take this trip because one, it's in the summertime and this was my second trip. So I was just ecstatic about taking this sailing. And so now we're going to kind of go over that, things that I liked, things I didn't like, and just dive deep. So let's get into it. So I have notes. I have a timer. I'm going to try to stick to the timer. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we'll see. But I do have notes, so I can kind of stay on track. So let's go ahead and get started with that now. No. All right. So now, as you can see, I have over here some topics that we're going to discuss. And we're going to go ahead and get right into those. I'm going to start off with the pre-trip items, right? And now the pre-trip could be a long list, but I'm going to try to just kind of give you some information from the things that I had to deal with from this current uh, trip that I just took. And I really want to start off with the importance of like travel planning, right? So I'll give you the story time. Hold on. I forget I got sound effects. I don't even have the green sound effect, but it's okay. Um, we'll just start off with story time. So you usually want to go, especially with cruises, you want to get there at least a day or two ahead of time because you want to leave yourself as much cushion for problems that could occur. And so the universe had it that on this sailing that we just had, I think everything went wrong that could go wrong. It started off with us having a 7 o'clock flight the day before we sailed, which is great because the plan was to get there. We'll leave at 7. We'll get there early in Miami and just enjoy the hotel, enjoy all of the amenities, and just have a really smooth sailing into the sailing. But that is not what happened. One of those situations where you kind of try to stay up all night and just go into the next day. But by doing that, found out that our flight our 7 a.m. flight was canceled. And there was no rebooking. Delta didn't, oh, well, my bad. I don't know what I'm saying that. But anyway, Delta didn't rebook it. That weekend, Delta literally canceled about 400 something flights. And they didn't rebook our flight at all. So seeing this email, again now, our flight was at 7 something. I think the email came in around like 2:33. I can't imagine if I woke up in the morning and saw that. But anyway, luckily I was up, saw it, and had to start going into crisis mode and adjust. Long story short, hopefully, ended up going to the airport and just trying to see what could happen. And did stand by pretty much all day. We didn't leave until like maybe 1 o'clock the next morning. Now I start the stream or the video out this way because I want to just emphasize on how important travel insurance is. Travel insurance is what you need because the thing is I didn't have travel insurance. So if I took a chance and waited and maybe didn't make it in time, I'd have missed the cruise and all of that money is gone, which it could have been prevented. So I just wanted to just pause, take a deep breath on this experience because I think travel insurance, if anything, I see now travel insurance is way more important, and maybe getting to your destination maybe 2 days ahead of time if you're on a cruise. So I really wanted to put some time into that. Now, if there's any company that wants to sponsor Big Will's Big World of Travel insurance, that'd be great. Travel insurance company, that'd be great. But that's not the case right now. So, but I will not get caught slipping in the future. But luckily, staying at the airport all day, which isn't that bad. They got good drinks and, airport conversation is a whole different thing. So we still had a good experience and we actually made it on time. So that's all that matters. So I just want to go ahead and start off with that because that's really, really, really important. So, all right. Next pre-trip thing that I got on my list here, I have booking things on the app with Virgin, right? So before you sail with Virgin, you have to use their app. Now, the app used to be terrible, but it's gotten a lot better from my opinion. And so the app is really important. It's like your lifeline. And they do a great job of counting down when your cruise is. Just kind of keep that good feeling of, you about to go on a vacation that I'm sure you deserve. So Virgin does a good job with that with the app. But the app is so much more because The app is how you navigate through everything. So a certain amount of days before you sail, certain things open. Excursions open at a certain time. Your ability to be able to schedule for different restaurants and things like that open up at a certain time too. So the app allows you to do all those things earlier. You can also pick, like, if they have events or they have some type of a show or whatever that you want to attend, you can sign up for it on the app and it'll create an itinerary for you, which is great. So you want to get on that early, and you definitely, when it comes to scheduling your dining, that is the number one, thing for the app, because that, and things get booked up very fast, okay, pretty quickly. So yeah, that was that. All right, there's the app. Okay, so moving right along. Now I want to get into the sail away vibe. Hold on. Now let's go ahead and let's count these things down as we move along. The sail away vibe. Now, the experience that I had on this trip is different from the first trip. The first trip, I kind of went in as a newbie and did all the newbie things. But one thing is what's easy is the luggage process. So when you get to Virgin, you got all your luggage and whatnot. As soon as you get there, the attendants are right there ready to go. They take your luggage, give you your luggage tags or whatnot, and so you're good. So you don't even have to worry about that process. So that's amazing. And honestly, that's amazing on a base level. Now I say that because on this particular sailing, I was fortunate enough to go in as a rock star, and so we had a rock star suite, and that's just a different tier of sailing, and they have a higher tier, which is the mega rock star. But the rock star sailing, but the same thing. It's the same thing. You still take your luggage and you give it to them and whatever. Where things get a little different is you kind of branch off into a different areas and stuff, whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is, let me look up here. I'm gonna give you an example of I'll just show you some images of kind of how it was with the process and boarding and whatnot. So let me see here. Just bear with me. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. All right, so we're gonna do the Rockstar experience. So the Rockstar has their whole they got a whole different section, right? So here we go. So this is the Rockstar side. So, you're looking at this video. On the left side is the regular permanent one. There's a line that's long. I mean, the line is so long. But when you have the Rockstar experience, you have your own entrance. You come in here, go through these doors. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find me. You can see how jovial I was. Okay. And then you get to see some of the pre-production. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me see. You can see how jovial I was coming through these Rockstar doors. Okay. No, hold on. Here we go. All right. Look at that for the first time. Bam. All right. I mean, there's a whole experience on its own. I mean, it's totally separate. They make you feel very welcome, right? And so they also do a champagne for you. Now, if you get on time, we wasn't on time getting to the Rockstar, but if you're on time, they give you champagne. You get the board before everybody. It's a whole different experience, right? Hold on one second. Let me get back up out of here. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that is that's just the beginning of the Rockstar experience. Don't get me wrong. And so definitely recommend that. If it's your first time, you're gonna have an amazing experience regardless. But if it's your first time, that's cool. If you just want to get the vibe of Virgin, but the Rockstar experience, it's you'll see. They can't be beat. All right. So anyway, when you get on the ship, we're talking about the vibe of the ship. When you get on the ship, everyone is in great spirits. People are just, dancing. You have the happenings cast there. People are, hold on, I'm gonna show you some more videos of just kind of the vibe. Well, just get on the ship. Hold on, let's see here. One second. And just so you can kind of see how it is, getting on the ship. And if I do say boat at some point, just please forgive me, because that is not what it is. But yeah, so yeah, this is going on the ship. You usually have someone from the happiness cast right there just greeting you, but everyone is there. As soon as you get on, everyone's there to make sure you know where to go. If you need any kind of help, they're there ready to assist you at any point. So that's one of the amazing things too. That Virgin, just everyone is just amazing. All right, so let's keep going right along. All right. So listen, once you get on the ship, one of my favorite things to do after now going second sailing, your bags usually aren't there yet. So what better time is it to just go and get a drink? And so what I like to do is go straight to the dock, which is in the back of the ship. So when you go on the ship, you want to make a left and go straight to the back. And that's where the vibe is at. That's where the sail away vibe, in my opinion, is at. They do a sail away party. I'll talk about that later. But the vibe, and I'm going to show you, I just think the vibe back there is amazing. Like, you're back there. I'm going to try to show you a view while okay, here we go. Show you a view. So, I mean, this is the back of the dock, and I'll show the dock in a second, but you're leaving Miami, you got drink in hand, you just got on a ship. Like, what more can you ask for? Like, look at that view. Like, that's amazing. It's gorgeous. And, so that's one of my favorite things to do, is to go straight back there, right, already, right? So, and everyone's there, everyone's kind of just chilling, having a good time. They're back there, it's just, and the music that you hear, like right now, playing in the background, it's a Virgin Voyages vibe. Like, I tried to pick something that was on par with, the image of Virgin, because I want to represent as well as I can. So anyway, but yeah, so that's my thing. Like, I just want to do that. Like, you go and it sets you up for just departing, getting out of there. All right, so yeah, so moving right along. All right, so we got that. Okay. All right, now I should have put this before, but it's okay. I just wanted to remind you, like, when you go on Virgin, you have the ability to bring 2 bottles of wine or 2 bottles of champagne, or you can mix and match. It's okay. It's up to you. Now they have all kind of drink deals and packages and Sailor Loot. That's one thing about Virgin. They created their own language, and so you have Sailor Loot and you have a bar tab, and bar tab is strictly money you use on the bar. Sailor Loot is things you can use on the ship, and you can use it for the bar. Bar tab is only for the bar. But if you use a travel agent or if you talk to someone from Virgin, they definitely go into all the details about it. But like I said, it's a whole new, different experience. Okay, all right, cool. So now we're gonna kind of move. We're gonna be switching here. I know I got everything kind of in order, but I'm gonna go out of order over here on this side. So we're gonna kind of switch over, and we're gonna move to the rooms, because when you get on the ship, you're waiting on your bags to come, and so you go in, kind of relax, have a couple drinks, and then now you're gonna want to go to your room because you're gonna want to relax for a minute, or at least see what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? So the rooms is next on the list. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So now, I was in the Rockstar experience, and I'll go over that in a second. So Virgin has interior rooms, and they have what they call C Terrace, and they have C Terrace, just kind of regular, C Terrace XL. The C Terrace, the difference between the two is maybe like a little bit more space. It's not that big of a deal. You have a balcony or whatnot, but that's kind of the difference between the two at all. So what we had was a Rockstar room. So I'm gonna go here. Give me a second. Let me show you some of the rooms here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So just kind of kicking things off. This would be considered the C Terrace, or it could be the XL, right? Maybe it says somewhere down here with all the ads. Okay, this is just a C Terrace cabin review. It's a review of somebody. It's got the bed. It's very comfortable. I can't say it's not. It's well planned. It's well designed. And one thing too, one thing I like about Virgin, everything is like handled by a handheld tablet. So your lights are controlled by the tablet. The TV, everything is controlled by tablet. It sets the mood, the curtains, everything, all the curtains back here, open and close in all the rooms, right? So it doesn't, you don't have to have a make a rock star for that. Like, you get that experience from the game, which is amazing. But as you can see, this room is a nice size room, right? All right, so moving right along, we'll kind of take a look at something that's a little different, and I'll show you, for example, the Rockstar suite, right? And I'll show you on here, and I'll show you all my real life experience. So this is the Rockstar room from this perspective. You can tell right away that's a real nice big bed. And is it comfortable? No, it's not. No, I'm playing. It's extremely comfortable. And if you are wondering, like as I was, oh, is this a see-through window that leads to the shower? You bet it is. Why wouldn't you have that? Okay, all right. I promise you, you're not gonna see that on Royal Caribbean or Carnival. I'm just willing to bet. Anyway, this is the Rockstar room. And over here, well, I'll go into this in a little second. So over here is a very special place. This is where all of your health supplies are located. And I'll go into that in a second as I pull up a little bit closer of a picture. But anyway, the Rockstar room is, they really make you feel like a rock star. So let me go into that a little bit more. Okay. So I want to actually show you a video of me in the Rockstar room. Let's see here. Again, just bear with me. Technical difficulties. Okay. Let's see here. We got that. Okay, here we go. Found it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. Hold on. Let's just pause for a second. We'll go ahead and throw it to me real quick. We're gonna see if I can't let me down. Don't let me down. But let me bring it here. You can see a little bit of what it looks like in the Rockstar. All right, take it away, Big Will. Take it away real quick. Go ahead. Let me see. Oh, hold on.
Got in this.
Here we go.
All right, just got in this room. I gotta say, you want to see what a Rockstar looks like? It's amazing. This is the Rockstar room. Let's take Bam. This is Virgin Voyage, Rockstar Suite. Okay? Spacious. Right? Got all your medical supplies right here.
That's what I was saying earlier, health bar.
What you need. Keep you healthy. All right? Look at this. Nice size bed. This right here is a see-through shower. It's not see-through right now, but it is see-through. Definitely spacious.
All right. Yeah. So that's just a little bit of the room. And honestly, from last year to this year, I mean, last year, I ain't gonna lie. Like to go, like to cross, two people couldn't walk in front of the bed together. You did have to take turns. So that's a real sentence. But like this, it's totally a whole different experience. So I mean, it's yeah, it was a night and day experience, and that, just in case, hold on, let me see, where is it at? It just keep disappearing. Oh, hold on, I know where it is, right here. Just in case you forgot, I just wanted to speak on it again because it's a big thing. Just in case you forgot, the health bar is there, and they also have a record player with records there too. I forgot about that. For you to take advantage of. If for those who don't know, well, I think people that are looking at this know what the records are. But going back to the bar, anything that you have in the bar, well, let's say you don't drink gin. I'm picking that out of the blue, not because I don't drink gin. Wink, wink. But let's say you don't drink gin. They will swap it out with whatever you drink. They'll swap that bottle out with whatever you drink. Now, you get the bar as it is. You don't drink the whole bottle, they bring you another bottle. Like, we do the bar and the Rockstar. Once the bottles are done, you're done, right? But they also have underneath the bar, they have a refrigerator, has all the mixed drinks, Cokes, ginger ales, Red Bulls, all the things that you need to make sure that you're taken care of. So that's just another thing. All right, let me go back and stay on track. Let's go back to our notes here. Since we're on Richard, we're talking about the Rockstar. All right, so some of the things that are included, Mrs. John Rockstar, we'll talk about that's included with the Rockstar Suite. You get a Rockstar agent. Now, the Rockstar agent is responsible for making sure you're taken care of. It's almost like a concierge. Basically, it's a concierge. And they do everything from book your excursions to book your dinners. Like, you have first priority for everything. So there's no like, oh, this is full, you can't. No, you're taken care of, and they will make sure you're taken care of, and they definitely did that. It's a wonderful experience. They will take care of you also too at Bimini. So they make sure you're comfortable. They show you where to go, and they make sure they block spaces for you. They're wonderful. And I already went over the bar. The next thing too, when you have the Rockstar package. Excuse me. Oh, my throat. You have access to Richard's Rooftop. Now, Richard's Rooftop, I'm gonna show you too where this is. Let me back up out of here. Richard's Rooftop is a private. Oh, let me show you before I go to Richard's Rooftop, because this deserves to be seen. This is the bathroom in the Rockstar room. Over here is the shower. There's a rain shower right there, and you have a handheld unit back here. That's the toilet in the back, and you have this wonderful spacious area that a lot of people could fit in. Now, This shower, the only thing I don't like about this shower is if you ever lived in Europe or been to Europe before, they very famous for doing these half glass shower partitions, which I don't think makes sense. Like, water does get wet all over, but anyway, it's a European thing. But I digress. It's still spacious. So anyway, you're gonna love the space in the shower. Like, you're gonna love to be able to still see. Like, they knew that the room was so tight and the view was so amazing that they made a whole see-through hole in the shower. Like, you could have blocked that off. But I was like, nah, we ain't doing that because we virgin. We want to be able to see. We want you to be naked and enjoy the sea naked. Enjoy the view while you naked while you just getting wet. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Because this is the better view of I like to call it the health space of the bar area or whatnot. Okay, this is what I was coming here for. So this is Richard's rooftop, right? So this is a private area that only Rockstar and Mega Rockstar people have access to. Now, on this side, and I mentioned this before, but your Rockstar starts off at the 14th floor, and it goes up. Mega Rockstar is on the 15th and whatnot. So one of the best things is that you're close to everything. So you're close to getting upstairs on the deck. You're close to the galley. Okay, you're just one flight up, so you don't have to worry about taking elevators. You're good to go. And then so you come to this side, which is Richard's rooftop, and it is a complete relaxation oasis. Not a lot of people there. If that's what you're looking for. They have a bar up there, and you have a happy hour up there too, that you can get drinks. I think it's an hour, and then you can get drinks there that are complimentary. And then it's a great place to relax if that's what you want to do. Now, if you want to be in the mix, everybody else is on the other side of the ship, doing the thing, and you can hear the music. So it just depends. Now, I think we use this maybe once or twice. So it just depends on, what your vibe is for that day or for that time. So, but it is included with the Rockstar and the Mega Rockstar package. So, definitely take advantage of it, if you want to. All right, so we went over there. Okay, all right. Well, one thing too before I move on, I didn't mention is so with the Rockstar, you get champagne, all the alcoholic benefits, all the alcohol benefits. But you can also add little specialties like a splash of romance, which I'll go into, and you can add that even to your regular room, right? There are little add-ons to make your experience even that more better. And so I'll go into that really quickly and show you. Okay, what that is, right? All right. So the splash of romance are like, what's a good analogy? Like it's like a can I get some extra whatever on the value meal? Like you can add it on, right? So with a splash of romance, so if you add the splash of romance to the Rockstar, you're just getting an upgraded experience. But you get an upgraded experience regardless of being on Virgin. But anyway, so this is what comes with the splash of romance. So you have priority boarding as well. Okay, not like the Rockstar though. It's a little different. So the Rockstar is completely separate. Like it's a whole different terminal next to the regular terminal. But with the splash of romance, you get on first. You have higher priority boarding times. You get a curated daily cold pressed juices, and you get 2 3-hour thermal spa passes. Now we're gonna get in the spa in a minute, but that's included. You get to shake for champagne. Now, for those that don't know, my phone is recording this, but you get champagne included. So all you got to do is literally, while you're in the app, just shake your phone, and a little animation comes up with some champagne, and they will bring you champagne wherever you are on the ship. Like, that's dope. Like, that's amazing. So that's included when you do the Splashy Romance. And you get exclusive sail away hour, and you get like little bites and stuff that they send to your room or whatever, little candies or whatever. There's some little extras that you get. So again, you can do that even if you don't have the Rockstar experience. So, anyway, so let's see here. What we got? Okay, we got the Vine. Okay. We did all of that. Okay, let's making sure we go over a little notes here. All right. And so, yeah. So I forgot to mention this, but you do get to bring 2 bottles of wine or champagne, or one of each, right, when you come on. So that's something that Virgin offers. And I put sailor services down here next. Usually when I get on the ship, the first thing I like to do is, before even going to the dock and chilling, before I even get ready to just digress and let my brain go, I just want to make sure everything's taken care of. So you go to the dock, you want to make sure your badge is working. You want to make sure everything is good. Not go to the dock, go to the sailor services, make sure everything is good, make sure you're good to go. You can sign up for the spa while you're down there, because it's right around the corner down there on that level. And you just make sure all the preliminary stuff is taken care of. So all you have to worry about is having a good ass time, or what drink you want to have. Okay. All right, so moving right along. Let's see. We talked about the sail away pre-trip. We got the rooms. Talked about that. All right, now we're going to move right along here, and we're going to talk about the staff. And the reason why we'll talk about the staff now, especially right after the rooms, is because I think that is probably one of Virgin's secret weapons, is that they have an amazing staff all throughout, just everyone. Now, I'm going to dive in more into our room attendants, because they literally enter into your personal space, and they definitely did not disappoint. So really quickly, let me get this while I'm here, because I want to start off with just my appreciation for our room attendants. So hold on one second. Let me get them on deck, because yeah, they were amazing. Let's see here. I gotta grab that. Hold on one second. All right.
So listen.
Oh,
this is
back up. Hold on, not yet. Gotta back it up. I forgot to play automatically. All right, hold on. Here we go. Okay. So these are room attendants that we had. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then I'll go in a little bit on them after after they kind of introduce themselves. So let's do that.
So hey, listen, this is Marjorie. Hey Marjorie, thank you so much for making this so special. Thank you so much. You guys are great. Our rooms were great here on Virgin, and this is. That's right. How long you guys gonna be on the ship? 5 months.
Yeah, I'm still almost 2 months.
Okay, so when you come to Virgin, Valiant Lady, look for these two and make sure you take care of them. They're great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
All right, shout out to Marjorie and Edmund, the handsome man. You can hear my voice on the video. My voice was gone. I don't even know why. I don't. But anyway, yeah, they were just phenomenal. And when I say phenomenal, like I think maybe everybody maybe take it for granted. Like, oh, our room attendant was really good. Listen, they wound up. Wound, is that the right word to use right now? I was gonna say rolled up or wrapped up. They wound. I think wound feels more prestigious. They wound up our charging cords, and then set them neatly. As you can tell, I like to wear shades. They took all of my shades and they put them in order by color. Like, they just went above and beyond. Like, who does? I wouldn't be doing that. Who does that? So shout out to them. If you go on the Valiant Lady or any other Virgin sailings, and you have Marjorie or Edmund, just tell them Big Will said, hey, he just doted on you guys, and please make sure you take care of them. So I say that because too, all of the people that you meet on the ship, all of the employees go above me. I think, well, they do a great job. But the ones that you find that go above and beyond, one, let them know, and also do the review, because they get bonuses based off of how many times maybe the names are mentioned or whatnot. But and if you take multiple sailings, they remember you. Like, Marjorie remembered us from the sailing we had in November, and I was extremely impressed and surprised, because I don't remember a lot of people that I meet from the day before. So I think about all the people that they meet on from day to day. And so even that alone was just something that I just thought was amazing. And I really was like, yo, they're locked in, and they really are paying attention to the people that they're helping, and that they're helping make their experience even that much more special. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move on, but just please take care of your attendants and your bartenders and people that are on these cruises, because they work very hard and they do an amazing job. So I just want to give them the round of applause that they deserve. So thank you all really quickly. So I want to make sure that that's recorded. All right. Anyway, so let's move right along. Okay. All right. Let's see. We went over that. I said they turn the room over twice a day. They go over that. Let's see, rooms and staff. Okay. All right. So we got to go. All right. So now let's move on to one of my favorites. I'm going to go ahead and bring it in, and it's going to be the food. Now, the food, I got to say, I was pleasantly surprised about some of the food situation. So I'm going to go ahead. What I'm going to do is going to play a looping video of some food, and then I'll look for some other things I think are special that I can show you. But and then we'll start off here. So the thing is now the food was, and I think is one of the best things about Virgin. A lot of the cruises do the buffets, and they do have specialty dining, but I really think Virgin goes above and beyond for the type of cuisine that they bring. Their cuisine matches their everything. It matches their vibe. Everything matches. Even the drinks. Everything is cohesive in the experience when you're dealing with Virgin, right? So, like, you're watching now is just gumbo, and I'm gonna talk about gumbo for a second now while the video plays, right? So gumbo is a Korean barbecue spot, and I love Korean barbecue. I live right up the street from one, and I go there all the time. When I came on this sailing, on Virgin Sailing in November, I really did not like gumbo. I didn't like it. Most of the food I didn't like. It was not, the food back home was better. And I gotta say that, and I knew that Virgin was revamping their menus, but they hit a home run with gumbo. Every dish, and I'm gonna while this is playing, I'm gonna look some stuff up. Every dish, some of the things that really kind of stuck out. Every dish was amazing. I kept saying out loud, like, I was like, when did they do this? Like when did this what is this? Like everything was amazing. Like when I think about some of this right here, I'll put what it is at the bottom. I think it was like a beef something. It was so moist. What else? I mean, even the chicken. This is the chicken, the crispy chicken that they had at Gumbe. Amazing. I mean, flavorful, right? So I don't want to confuse. I know what's playing right now is a loop of what oh man, Gumbe really stepped it up. They really stepped it up. Like, just look at the beef. It was so amazing. It was really good. Gumbe stepped it up. I'm not gonna lie. They did their thing. So anyway, Gumbe was, I think that was a surprise for me. Moving right along, jumping into Extra Virgin. Now, Extra Virgin, it'll come up in a second, is the Italian restaurant. Extra Virgin everything is good. I feel like you do a disservice just saying everything is good, because good is relative to people, right? It's subjective, more better word, people. But when I think about like surprising, Gumbe was like on this right here. Extra Virgin was good. It was just as good as what I had on the first set. Gumbe was like dating somebody totally new. So just to kind of give you an analogy and a scale. But you can see the food here with Extra Virgin. Very well presented, but still good. I'm going to try to figure out how to make these at the house, because I can't even find a salad that looks like that. So great clam chowder. That was that. This is the galley. Moving right into the galley. And the galley is where everything is at, like all the different stuff. So they got sushi, was coming later. They got sushi that pops up right now. All of the things. They didn't have a whole pig last time. They had a whole pig this time. They have tacos and ramen, champagne popsicles. Like, who doing champagne popsicles? Virgin. So anyway, it was it's all good. Like it's good food, it's quality food, and you can hurt yourself if you try to get it all. So you definitely want to make a food plan along with all the other plans that you have to make. That's very important. The next place is the Wake. The Wake will come in a little bit, and the Wake it's just as good. Like it's I think one of the best steaks that I've had is at the Wake and at Pink Agave, which I'll talk about next. Very well done. That's all I can say. Hold on real quick. This salad at Extra Virgin, get this salad. I've never thought, I mean, you had eggs in salad, right? But I haven't had like a runny egg in a salad. And you think about like a Caesar salad with a runny egg, and you're like, how good could that be? Let your taste buds find out. It's amazing. It's really good. I gotta say, I never would have thought about it. So thank you, Virgin, for introducing me to something new that I definitely want to try. Moving right along to Pink Agave, which is the Mexican restaurant on the ship, and it doubles as a watering hole because they have some of the best drinks and they do some of the best games too during the day. I'll talk about that in a second. But Pink Agave, if you're going to go to Pink Agave, let me show you at least something. Do I have anything Pink Agave? Let me see. Because honestly, full disclosure, I'm seeing pictures I didn't even know existed. I was gone on that first day. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't get no footage. I didn't do any. Yeah, I was gone. So, some things I missed out on. But anyway, Pink Agave. Nah, I don't have any good footage from Pink Agave, so we will just keep it moving, okay? Because I missed it. But anyway, I'll bring up Pink Agave in a second because that's where they host one of the most fun games, bingos that Mexican bingos that I've ever done. The only one I've ever done. All right, so let's go back to our list here, and let's see what's next. Now we're not going in particular order. So do I want to go into? Let's do this. I'll do sea days. Okay, I'll do sea days. So put sea days down here because it's like, well, what do you do? Well, what do you do when you're on, it's a sea day? Well, a lot of people just like to chill and relax, and there's a lot of things you can do. So you can just relax. You can do the spa. That's awesome. Now, the only thing about that is that's probably one of the most crowded times to do the spa. And I'll go into the spa and everything as far as price stuff a little bit later. Another thing you can do is some of the games that they have on board. And they also have a game area that you can take advantage of. And they have games that you can just get and play with your friends and family and just chill and have that. Or you can go to the dock and have drinks. You go wherever on the ship and just chill. They have music and stuff on the ship. A lot of the shows are on sea days. So you have options of what kind of keep you active during sea days. But if you do the spa on a sea day, it's going to be crowded. I can assure you on that. So let me see. Okay, so one in here. All right, so one in the sea days. Let's go into destinations real quick. All right, we'll move to destinations. All right, so I broke it up like this. So when I go into the destinations, I'm talking about kind of what I did when I was there. So we went on the Cozumel, Bimini, I think it's a 5-night cruise. And so you do 2 days at sea, and then the other days you're on port, and then you're back. So I'm just kind of going in what happened, like in Cozumel, what happened at Bimini. So when we went to Cozumel, basically we went to Mrs. Sancho's. And Mrs. Sancho's is an all-inclusive resort. All the food is included and all the drinks are included. And I definitely recommend that. We took a long taxi ride and we were there. So let me see if I can find some footage of that. Okay, I think we can come up with something. Let's see here. Let me see if we can come up with some footage of Mr. Sancho's. All right, I think we could come up with that's a little bit of Mr. Sancho's right there. Let me back up out of here. Let's see here. No, I got some other stuff here. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Is this me? Okay, let me back out. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, so we'll just kind of it's buffering. We're gonna get there. I figured it's better look at me than look at the buffering. Let's see here. We'll show pulling up. Yeah, we'll show pulling up. So this is Mr. Sancho's. Let's see if we get it. I think I got things in order. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Mr. Sancho's. And like I said, it's all inclusive. All inclusive. Let's see here. Just give you some more shots of just how beautiful this place is. It's gorgeous. And let's see. Okay. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Just a beautiful plot spot. And again, like I said, it's all inclusive. The drinks and the food. They have the menu there. The wait staff was great. Let's see. We have your man's out here, enjoying himself. A whole vibe out there. Yeah, it was let's see here. No, not that. Let me show that. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Am I gonna show something? Okay, hold on, let's see. All right. Showing they got the little backgrounds out there. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, Mrs. Sancho's is definitely, I would recommend going there. I want to just say rest in peace to my hat that you see, because I left it while I don't even talk about it. And it hurt too much. I like that hat. It's hard to find a good hat, especially when you got a big ass head. And I got a big head. So, and I know it. Anyway, moving right along. Let's go. Let's keep on task. We almost done here. Let's keep on task. All right. So we got that one there, Mrs. Sancho. Now, Bimini is a whole different thing. Bimini is a whole different vibe. So Bimini Beach Club is the beach club that you go to. That's kind of hosted by Virgin. They don't own it, but they lease it, and but they still provide an amazing experience. So let's go check this out. Let's see here. I want to find some good Bimini shots, because Bimini is it's great. It's really, really, it's a whole thing. It's a whole vibe. So so Bimini, I'll just say this. This is just a quick tip. All right. You want to, on the day you go to Bimini, you want to get up early and you want to go to the galley, eat breakfast, and you want to be out so you can go and find a place to sit and have to be able to chill by the pool. Because on Bimini, they have 2 pools, right? So let me show you a couple of things here. Let me go to off the ship. Let's see here. Okay, I think this is it. All right, so let's do this. All right, so this is Bimini. It's Bimini Beach Club. So they got villas that look like this that you can rent, right? Which are amazing. Now those villas are about $600. Okay. No, but outside of that, you can go in as a group. That's cool. But I'm gonna see, this is the area where you come in as a bar area. It's nice. All this stuff is back here. It's gorgeous. So this is the one of the main pools here at Bimini. This is more of a aerial view. So now the thing is that, which one is it? I think it's this pool. So this pool here is the main pool. And so they do a float party here. This is where all of the action is. The DJ is kind of down here. This is like more, I like to call it the active pool. They have a net there. You can play volleyball or whatever. But you want to get there early so you could sit somewhere on by the pool. Ain't nothing like being able to get out your lounge chair and go down these steps or these steps or these steps. So, but you got to get there early. Now the beach is on this backside back here. All right, so it just depends on your vibe. You might have more of a beach vibe than a pool vibe. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. But there's a lot of people that get out here in this pool area. So let me I hadn't looked at all these pictures. Let me see what's anything else. Okay. But yeah, so it just depends on you. But if you want a pool vibe, definitely get there early. But I'm gonna try to show you some of the Bimini. Hold on, let me clean that up. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so just to kind of give you an idea. Hold on, let me bring this down. All right, just kind of hold on, and the DJ Q. I'm gonna talk about him later, but he definitely made a difference, right? So here's a little bit of Bimini. Okay. So the happiness cast is out there. They're dancing. Everybody's having a whole vibe of a time, right? It's good. All right, so let's switch it up a little bit, right? So you see that, okay? And then let's see here. Let me see. I want to find a really good presentation of how it was, like vibe wise. You just gotta vibe wise, like. Yeah, Bimini is a whole vibe. Let me see if I can find one more. Like one. Okay, yeah, this one I was looking for. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think this is it. Let me see. There we go. Come on now, you can't be buffering right now. All right. Not too much, because there'd be the copyright and some stuff. So anyway. So Bimini, get there early. All that's packed up. I'm telling you, you want to get there early for Bimini, right? Okay. All right. So let me go back on these notes. Okay. All right. So and after that, like, so we was at Bimini. We ate there. Food at Bimini was way better this time than it was last time, I gotta say. And it's really it was really a Caribbean vibe, So they had like red beans and rice. They had jerk, chicken, plantain, something. And I don't even like plantains like that, like at all. But whatever I had, it was a plantain, and they cooked it to perfection. They have locals there that are just giving you an amazing vibe. Food was great this time. Again, I told you, Virgin, I think, stepped it up. I don't know how they made Bimini step up, because I don't know if Virgin. I need to find it out. I don't know if Virgin's in charge of the food or if they just kind of cater out. But the food, even at Bimini, was even better. But we were kind of in a small group, so what we wanted to do was to just kind of up the experience. So we left Bimini, and the thing or two about kind of having rock star status is you have your own access to. You don't have to take the tram with everybody else. You have your own golf cart that come picks you up and can take you whatever. So we took the golf cart to go get our own golf cart. So we rented a golf cart, and then we went on the island and just drove to get some local food. And so that is an experience too that I will definitely uh, recommend, because it just gives you a different experience. So hopefully this is not buffering too much, but this will show you. Hold on, let me back up out, because now all of a sudden it wants to take all day. Here we go. Oh no, what was that? Let me see. Bear with me. It'll be playing in a second. 1 second. Yeah, but while this is buffering, now I just thought about this. I'm looking at the video. It's on the other side. I was gonna say the wrong side of the road, but It's the wrong side of the road to me. But you have to drive on the opposite side than you normally would in the States. So just remember that. I don't think it's too hard. Yeah, I didn't drive, but so it's easy for me to say. But just remember that you will be on the opposite side of the road. So when you rent the golf carts. So let me see. Well, let me go here. Well, as soon as we're talking about the food, at least I can show you some pictures. So this is some pictures of the food. Hold on a second. Let's do that. Okay. All right. So that is, I think, some rice, cabbage, whatnot. That's a local thing right there. Okay. And then I know I have some video. Let's see. I got some food too here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you some of these wings that I had. You talking about fire. Fire. Let me move slow so I don't miss them. Oh, here they go. Okay. All right, bam. Here they go right there. Switch that off. These wings right here. Look at the color. When they pop back on the screen, look at what they look like. Like, I don't even know how to make that color together. I don't even know what it is. But they were fire. I got 2 orders, snuck them on the ship. Because you can't take food back on the ship. Oh, no, I didn't. I ain't do that. I ate them all. My bad. Anyway, these wings were worth it. They were good. I'm going to show you in a second where to go. So if you're there, you can be like, oh, well, where were these fire-ass wings? And you want to go to this area on Bimini. It's by Rehab Bar. Give you a little idea of what it looked like. It was, you got that. You got the ocean's right there. The bar's down there. It's to give you something different to do. If you don't want to just be at the pool, you want to just kind of talk and getting close to some locals or whatever. But the food was amazing. It was. Everyone else, I didn't get their food, but everybody else just they had sold out of things by the time we got there because people already had gotten there that day. So if you want to get some good food, get there early. Get there super early. Okay. All right. Let's see. Where else? I'm trying to see is there anything. Maybe it'll be. Let's see. Yeah, this is just kind of us rolling through the Bahamas and on Bimini. On the wrong side, right side for here, wrong side. You know what I mean? Just enjoying it. I think that's a cool experience. So I would recommend definitely doing that for sure. All right, you know who it is. You know who it is. He right there. Okay. All right. So yeah. So let's go back. Stay on track. Let's see where we at on our list here. All right. So last thing we're gonna talk about real quick before we wrap this thing up is the entertainment. And so we're gonna go to talk about our entertainment now. Virgin has a very eclectic style when it comes to entertainment. And I'm thankful for that, because it might be some things that they have that you never thought you might like, and you get to explore it. And so the first cruise, they had like a really world-renowned acrobatics team, and like they created this acrobatics team for the ship. And I think that they actually made that into some kind of a live onshore performance that they get to do. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? That's how amazing, and how much thought Virgin puts into their entertainment. So that being said, on this ship sailing that we took, I gotta say the entertainment was top notch. And I want to start off really with the comedy show. Now, the first time we went on Virgin, they had a comedian, but he was a magician and a comedian. And you can look at that video. I'll put it at the bottom. And he was great. He was amazing. And I love magic. I've been in magic since I was a little kid. But I got to give it up to this comedian on this show, Sean Finnerty. Hold on. I don't want to jack your name, Sean. Hold on. I don't want to jack it up. He's Irish, an amazing dude. I'm going to bring, hold on one second. Let me bring this up here. All right. Finnerty. I wasn't that off. Okay. But Sean was, and I call him Sean because he was an amazing comedian. And he literally, I swear, maybe 2 days at some point, like we had a whole conversation that told him about 6 hours. Like he took the time to sit down and talk to me and some of the people that I was with, just connecting on some type of just regular human level. And I really appreciate them taking the time to do that. He didn't have to do that. So I really just want to just give him a shout out. I'm going to do a thank you later on, but I want to show some footage of Sean from the ship. Just awesome guy. Let's see where we were. I got to remember at what time we did things. Let's see. So you have an idea how we did it that soon? Okay. I'm going all the way back. Damn. All right, I missed something. Okay, here we go. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. I got him in here. But yeah, so yeah, this is Sean's show. Definitely go check it out. If he's on your sailing or if he's still on the ship when you sail. Great guy. Just a great person. I think I really respect that even more. Just a good person. And on top of just being, I think, an outstanding comedian. So anyway, I'm going to thank you later on. Anyway, so yeah. So yeah, definitely. So comedy was great. But these next gentlemen, I got to say, they blew my mind. And I was kind of hurt because I'm a singer. I'm a karaoke dude. I'm gonna get into karaoke in a second. But these gentlemen, hold on while I find them. Their performance was unbelievable, and they're called the Magnets. And I don't know how long they're going to be on the sailings, but they definitely did not disappoint. So I'm gonna take this down. I'm going to show you a little bit. I'm not going to do too much. Hold on. But yeah, I just want to just give them a little shine. Listen, that's just a little sneak peek. Those guys, they can sing. And so they also had a gentleman who, I think he was like a national beatbox champion. And this dude was doing things, and I literally was like, is he really doing that with his mouth? Pause. But it was just a entertaining show all the way through. And I gotta give them the props on that. Like, so the talent and the entertainment was great, and they also have like entertainment throughout the ship. Let me showcase these individuals here. Like, I mean, they just really Virgin. I mean, it's Virgin, so music is they're built by music. Music runs through their veins. So, But yeah, check this next people out. Like seriously, talent just running through the ship. So there's always something to do. There's always something to hear. They did a great job. So I just wanted to showcase that for a second. I'm gonna run through these next ones because I mean it's already been an hour, and I know if you still listening to this review, thank you. So I'm gonna be quick. So really quick, as far as entertainment, they have what's called, I call it a Mexican bingo, but the proper pronunciation is, we're gonna try it. Hold on. Let's do this. La Torera. Hold on. La Torreya Gigante. I think that might be right. No, honestly, I think I probably jacked it up. But anyway, it is what I call the Mexican bingo, right? Now, this is a game that is going to get you messed up. And it's something that you sign up for on the ship. Now, it's $40 per person to book it. You book it when you go on the ship. But I think, honestly, it's worth it. And I'll kind of go into it in a second. I'm going to look up some of the videos that I have. Because how it is that you show up, right? You show up and then you're waiting in line. So while you're waiting in line, right? Let me mute that. While you're waiting in line, this is kind of what it looks like. You're in Pink Agave, which is the restaurant, Mexican restaurant. So it's fitting for the game. But all of these back here, you can't see it. Hold on, let me back up. But back here is a whole row of all the drinks. And so when you get in there, you grab a drink or two, you sit down, and then they give you your bingo card, which I'll show you in a second. So they give you your bingo card, and then you get the bingo card, you're kind of looking at the bingo card. And so they have little funny sayings on the bingo card. And you're trying to like match it up or whatnot. But this kind of gives you the vibe of what it is. And so you do the bingo, but after each round, they give you shots and you get more drinks too at the bar. So you're drinking all the way through this game. Like they make sure that your throat is not dry. Pause. Because by the time you finish or get close to finishing, you'll be up there doing you'll be up there. That's what you're gonna be doing. Bam. And look, he didn't want to even get up there. But you see the vibe. Most people is ready for that. Okay, I think he might have been surprised, but the vibe is there. The vibe is there, right? And it's a great game. The hosts were amazing. I got to give it to them. They really kept the crowd engaged or whatever. So again, I'm not going to even try to repeat the name. Just ask for the Mexican bingo, and you will be pointed in the right direction. Okay. All right, so we get here. We at the home stretch. I do want to talk about, we're talking about entertainment. I want to talk about the spa. I put spa under entertainment, but the spa is relaxing, obviously. The thing is, you get the spa included with the Rockstar, and I think that I say with the Splash of Romance, yeah. But if you don't have that, it's the 3-hour pass. You can get it for $59 to $79 per person, depending on if it's a sea day or port day, right? So obviously, if everybody is on the boat, on the ship, Said boat. We got to do no boat. All right. If it's on the ship, it's probably going to be, if it's that day, it's probably going to be more expensive. So if it's a port day, it'll be less expensive. But what I would suggest, if you want to really relax, do the spa. And also, this is a quick tip. If you want to go when no one is there, book the 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. slot. Because that's the last slot. But no one is in there. It is completely empty. You got an empty spa and you. I did both. I did an earlier spa when I went in November, and there was a lot of people in there. And I'm a very social person, so I'm talking. I didn't even get a chance to utilize the spa the way it needed to be utilized. But on this sailing, I fell asleep on a heated stone bed that they got, the beds that they have in there. Like I relax like no other relaxing. So definitely take advantage of the spa. I'm gonna go on the Scarlet Night pajama party in the nightclubs, and we're gonna be wrapping this thing up. Scarlet Night is the famous night. They just make everything red. It's one of Virgin's themes. It's a big thing. Let me just kind of show you some of those vibes really quickly. Okay, so we're gonna go into what that looks like. For a second, I'm gonna come out of that. So let's just check out Scarlet Night for a second. So you got a happiness cast there. They are there. They're getting people, the audience involved. I mean, it's a whole vibe. And so the big party is when it's not raining, it's at the roof, it's at the pool side. And that's where the big party, and talk about the history of Scarlet Night. But everyone wears red. The ship is decked out in red. It's a whole vibe, right? So you just enjoy it. Let's see if we got any more. It's got, and again, shout out again to, well, I don't know if I said it before, but shout out to DJ Q. He definitely brought the vibe, all in multiple situations. All right, so we're gonna rush through that Scarlet Night. The pajama party I was excited about because I didn't go to it the first time I went because I was tired, because I tried to be special. Anyway, I didn't miss it this time, and the pajama party was lit. All right, and so definitely if you can make the pajama party. I think I did see somebody with my pajamas, just one person. So but it's a theme night, and it's a great night. And Amazon sells pajamas to everybody, so most likely you're gonna see your pajamas on somebody else. All right. So last but not least, we're gonna go into the nightclubs. And on this sailing, there was a special DJ, DJ Q, and I'll put his information. I'm gonna talk about his information in a little bit, but he really made a difference. It's like, so at the clubs, the nightclubs, at a theme night, like they really just did not. Hold on, do gotta show your boy out here. Just got a chain on, open shirt. Okay, taco meat out. All right, ready. Earrings in. I ain't got them in right now. Okay, ready. I'm just saying. Anyway, I just want to show the club real quick because hold on. Let me show a little bit of Scarlet Night too. So this is Scarlet Night outside, up and above. How everything's looking. It's a whole vibe out there. Let me see if there's something. Yeah, it's all right. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and we will just look now. I'm gonna show you the club really quickly because DJ Q had that club packed. It was packed, full of people. way more than last time. And the vibe was great. And so they doing theme nights now. So this was the hip hop night. They do a salsa night, which I love salsa music too. But I mean, on a cruise ship, like this is impressive. I'm just saying. So if you can get on one of these sailings and DJ Q is there or whatever, definitely take advantage of that. Okay, for sure. For sure. So let's see here. Let me get up out of here. Let's see. All right. So we are going to. That's it. That is it. We made it through. Thank you. If you stayed this whole time, I really appreciate it because that's a long time. But I want to say thank you, right, to you personally for doing it. All right. I really, really do. And so now, hold on. Let me get up out of here. Awesome. I really want to thank you for that. Yes. All right. So now I want to really just break it down. I wish I had some other music, but I don't. So we'll just stick with this. But I want to take my glasses off because I really want. I'm gonna have my hat off too, because I really want to take the time to thank some special people that really helped with just facilitating this experience and just making just my life and experience that much more special. And we had a ball on this cruise. So I'd like to just say thank you to Kumba, aka my PA, and just my PA on a lot of things. And thank you so much for just an amazing experience. Actually introducing me to Virgin, because I didn't know about Virgin. And she showed me about Virgin. This is probably her 4th Virgin trip in 2 years. And so she definitely showed me that Virgin is an amazing experience. And thank you so much for that. And thank you for making my experience that much more special. It would not have been what it was without you. And I appreciate all the help that you have provided along with the channel and everything with me. So I really, really thank you so much for that. I couldn't have did it without you. So I want to say thank you 1,000 times over for sure. Hold on. Hold on. I want to say thank you 1,000 times over for all that you have facilitated for the channel and for the experience. So, all right. Now, moving right along. I also want to give a special shout out to some of my unofficial sponsors. Okay. Now, one of the major ones, and this might be a surprise again, these are unofficial sponsors, is Samsung S25 Ultra. And the reason why is because that is the phone I am recording this show with. And it's my first real phone, I think. Now that I've seen the quality that I've been missing. It's the first phone I think I've had ever. Okay? It's an amazing phone. I didn't even know what I was missing until I got this phone. So I want to thank them for producing the phone. And yeah. Also, thank you too, Kumba, for making me get a new phone. I didn't want to. I fought it. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I went and got it. So thank you for that. Moving right along to my next unofficial sponsor is the Feed Bak Podcast. Now hold on one second. Let me go here. I got a whole thank you section here. Hold on one second. All right. So we want to just get right into it. Oh, nope, not that one. All right, cool. So this is the Feed Bak Podcast. If you want to get an amazing insight from one of the most intelligent individuals that I've ever met, I think this is the podcast for you. This gentleman's name is Bak, and he is the host of the Feed Bak Podcast. He also runs something called Record Play. I say something called Record Play, but it's called Record Play in Austin. It's a trivia. I'm not doing it no justice. You can always fill in the blanks, but it's like an R&B trivia night or whatever. If you live in the Austin area, give it a chance, check it out. But But definitely give them a shout out. Let's go check them out at the Feed Bak Podcast. I got it up right there. Okay. Thanks for being an unofficial sponsor, sir. I really appreciate it. All right. And moving right along, I want to just also, again, thank Mr. Sean Finnerty. The comedian on the ship. Sean is a smart dude. He's a very, amazing guy. I really appreciate him taking the time to talk to us and just have a great conversation. There's nothing like good conversation, and it's hard to come by. So, he could have did anything else with his time, his downtime on the ship, but he talked with us a good majority of the days while we were there. So, sir, I really appreciate that. Thank you. So I can't wait to do it again. All right. Move right along. I want to send another thank you to Bridget Flowers. Bridget's one of the top 10 travel advisors for Virgin in North America. She is she runs Melanin Takeover, and it was a group event that we were on. She really helped out with changing. She just went above and beyond with a lot of things that needed to be done, booking with her. So I just want to say thank you, Bridget, and keep doing what you're doing. I think you're doing an amazing job. You're a true professional at what you do. And I think you help a lot of people have amazing experiences with Virgin, and that's all I'm trying to do too. So let's make it happen. All right. And last but not least is this gentleman right here. I want to say shout out to DJ Q, who brought all the vibes. Every place we were at that had the best vibes and entertainment came from this man's speakers. Okay, I guess I got to be honest. I'm not even being biased. I'm being honest. So I want to say thank you, sir, for the energy that you brought at all the levels, and you did that, and it's hard to do. And from my first trip last year to this one, man, I will take a booking just because you there. Like the music makes a whole different vibe. So terrible music can make for a terrible time. So it's really that plain and simple. So that's what it is. So before I get out of here again, I just want to thank everybody that's watching. You're still watching. Thank you so much. I just hope that I provided some type of energy, some type of value to your experience. So if you're about to take a trip, or if you already took a trip, let me know. If you have been on Virgin before, let me know. Put it in the comments and let me know your experience. Like, honestly, truthfully, like, what did you like, what you did not like? And if you have not taken a trip, because I met a lot of virgins when I was on the trip, at least 5. And luckily they all enjoyed it. So, but if you didn't, let me know, and let me know why. But if you did, let me know why. And hopefully we get more people having this experience that Virgin has to offer. So before I get out of here, just some housekeeping, just do me a favor. Listen, I created a free travel planning guide for you. So it's completely free. If you want to use it for going out on a trip, your next cruise, or wherever you're going, it's a great planning guide with some things to remember on your trip. And you could just download it to your phone, look at it whenever you need to look at it, to just kind of remember some things, right? You know what I'm saying? It comes in handy. Also, if you have found any value in this, hour and 30-minute stream, you know what I'm saying? Please do me a favor. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other information that I put out in the future, because that's all I'm trying to do, is put out great information, good content, so it can add value to your travel and to your life. So just also don't forget to check out our Facebook page. All that stuff will be on the link below, and Instagram as well, be on the link below. And so I think that's it. So remember, I'm Big Will, and this has been Big Will's Big Virgin Voyages Review. See you next time.